I told you we'd be back. I did. I don't tell lies. And I'm thanking you for your patience because welcome back. More content. We're bringing you Faeria. I'm going to let you all introduce yourselves because I don't want to butcher any names, so it's all on you. Pow, left.
Oh, God, so you're like, literally you're just going to start with me, just like that.
Yep.
Hi, world. My name's Travik. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you out there, person. Great. I came out to see this game because I spent a lot of my time playing Magic on a high-end level. I represent a team called Noble.gg. I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Travik. It's like Travis, but, when your phone autocorrects it, so you, remove the S and put a C.
You've gone over this a lot, I can tell.
Dude, I get Tragic, I get Travis, I get T, I get Trav.
I get Tragic. That's the greatest opening.
Biggest T-Dog. It's all just like, whatever. Yeah, dude. People just say things, I just kind of roll with it.
And just so you guys know, someone really did wave to him. It wasn't like a makeup thing. He really did
I'm
have
totally waving. She does not exist at all.
She legit did wave. Your turn.
Hi, I'm Steph. Ferociously Steph. Below me. Oh, there. It just switched from Ferociously
look
to
at
Steph.
that. Isn't that cool,
really
right?
Cool. Yeah.
Technology.
Right. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/you guessed it, Ferociously Steph, and I play a lot of variety. I used to play Heroes of the Storm, but I'm quite drawn to Faeria because of its art style. It looks like such a sprightly, cute aesthetic, and I am living for it. I'm excited.
Cute aesthetic's the way to be in the game. I 100% agree.
It's the way to be always.
It's a little bit of a mix. There's a little bit of really high fantasy, but there's a lot of cuteness in there.
But who are you, mysterious person, sir, who knows a lot about it?
Right. So my name is Gary, or Atmas on Twitter. I'm the community manager for Faeria, representing Abraham here today, and I'm just kind of glad to be here, and I'm going to help Steph, I think, walk through and play a game.
Yeah.
Is that what we're up to?
I think we are. Should we start?
I'm ready to begin if you are.
I have to know before we start, as she's starting, are you good at this game?
I used to be really good. Now I'm moderately good, but I know what I'm doing.
Okay, that's all we need is someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, I think we just start with a new deck. If we'd like, we can use a starter deck. So you're kind of, just hit the back button over there.
Okay,
yeah, that's
thanks.
fine.
I think we already broke it.
Go ahead and hit play. That's fine.
Well, the good news is the loading screen's beautiful, so.
Yep. And then you'll want to do, actually, let's go click here again, because you
All
make your deck. Yep.
I got part of the way there.
We'll do new deck.
Oh, how did I miss that button?
And then we'll just use one of the starter decks. So we'll use this blue one, will be fine. Right in game, when you make a new deck, you don't have to really know what you're doing. The game will give you some example starter decks, and as you level up, you can just go ahead and play right away. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so let's go back and hit play.
Now, I'm super curious to see the game in action because I want to know what separates this game from other card games you might play.
Sure. And let's hit practice. So this is a card game. That's half of it. And we can just hit play, right? Select
Blue Invasion. Got it.
Perfect. It is a card game. That's probably 50% of the game, maybe. You could say that. But it's also a turn-based strategy game.
Okay.
So you do make a deck before you begin. But you'll see as we go, there's a lot of turn-based strategy elements. So you start in a completely empty board. Basically an open ocean. So here's the mulligan. You might be familiar with this from other games. So you want to choose the cards that you want to get rid of. This is actually not a bad starting hand. Maybe get rid of the middle one. You'll be fine.
Get rid of the middle one.
Yeah.
Why are we getting rid of the one-cost spell?
Yeah, I was like, that seems counterintuitive to me.
Because it's actually, these cards are going to be better for you. We can just go ramp right into blue. I'll show you.
All right, he used to be good. I'll trust him.
All right.
Used to be good.
Create.
Your words, man, not mine.
Sure, yeah. I'll take it. Okay, so let's hold up a bit.
I've never played this before, by the way.
Right, yeah, there's no turn timer, so we have plenty of time to solve.
Okay, great.
Okay, so yeah, we're on an open ocean right away. You see there's no board. Eventually, we're going to fill up pretty much most of the board here by the end of the game. It's called the living board. Each turn, one player makes a part of the board, and by the end,
So we're like creating land.
You're creating the world as you go, the land, the board you're playing on. Ooh. So it's a card game, it's a turn-based strategy game, and it's also kind of a board game.
Okay. So we're starting with 3 mana right now.
That's right. So each turn you gain 3 mana. It's actually called Faeria, but you consider it 3 mana. It's
what
you're going to Faeria. Yeah, just like the name
Faeria.
of the game.
Hey.
Yeah.
I like it.
Go figure. But just call it mana. It's fine. So you'll gain 3 of that automatically each turn. Now you'll use that to play your cards, but you notice there's also another requirement here. See that blue 1 right there under the 4? So you'll need a lake to play that card. So there are 4 different types of special lands. If you look in the bottom right here, you've got lakes, forests, mountains, and deserts. And those reflect the 4 different deck archetypes in the game. So there are blue decks, green decks, red decks. You can also mix them. You can make blue and green decks. You can make blue and red decks. You can make all 4 color decks if you want. You can also make a neutral deck with no colors in it. So it's kind of whatever you want to do.
Okay.
There's lots of different ways to play. In this case, we just chose blue because it'll be fun.
Yeah. Blue's
Okay,
a good
so
color.
right, yeah. So let's jump right into it. So since you went second, the other player has what's called first turn advantage. So a lot of games deal with this in different ways. The way we'll deal with it is we have the explore card. So if you mouse over that, sure. So you see, you're going to create a prairie, and you're going to gain 2 Faeria. So a prairie is a colorless land. It's going to be a non-special land. So go ahead and play that. Why don't you just put it, wherever you like. Doesn't matter. Well, it actually does matter, but from the
After the
Do whatever. Don't worry about it. Wait a minute. You're already messed up.
I'm kind of lying to you, but it's fine.
fine.
Okay, so now you have 5, but you can't play any of your cards, and that's because why?
Because I don't have the water lands.
Boom, you got it. Yep, lake, sure, whatever you want to call it.
Cool.
So yeah, let's click one
Oh,
and play it wherever you want.
I'm going
Go
aggressive.
to the left one. Connect to the thing.
There's
good
a
enough.
Faeria orb.
Yeah. So these Faeria, see, they're called Faeria wells. So when you eventually harvest from these, when you play a creature, which we're just about to do, whenever you harvest from those, your Faeria will go up a little bit more.
Okay.
So it's like
Yeah.
harvesting from expansions and like StarCraft or things like that. Okay? But we're all turn-based here. Okay, and normally, of course, there's a turn timer if we're playing multiplayer, but we're taking our time. Okay, so let's play a water elemental.
All right. On.
Yep, you have to play it on the lake because it is a blue creature.
Came out of the
Now,
lake.
I am going to give some advice here. I think you should play it here.
Okay. So it had like 1 move.
Well, that was actually an ability, so if you read that card,
Wait, it creates lakes.
Creates a
Oh,
lake.
that's wild.
so it ramps you up.
Okay.
What
cool.
does jump mean?
Jump means, so normally creatures will move 1 tile at a time, but blue specializes in what's called jump, so if you read that, it says move 2 spaces, and you can jump over things. There's lots of frogs and things in blue, so, but
Cool.
also the water elemental can hop. Okay, and that's pretty much all you can do. So then your turn.
Is gift enter the battlefield triggers?
Yes, ETB,
Okay.
yep.
I feel like we did a lot of things there.
We
made
did
some
a lot of
lakes.
things. Eventually, I mean, it's gonna flow like water, I guess. in
Hey.
this case. Yeah, get it? Yeah.
That was nice.
Battletoads.
Battletoads, yeah.
Amazing.
So that's actually a spell, and it's going to have you summon 2 different frogs. But you need 2 water spaces or lakes
All right.
to summon those. So, what do you think you want to do?
Well, a water elemental.
You tell me what you think you should do or
I
want
think
to
I
do.
want to murder this creature with
Let-
my jumpy frog.
That's a good attitude to have. I like it. But we need to wait a couple turns to get him out. So how about we harvest from the well first?
Harvest.
And yep, so we can move our creatures, so we can just left click there, and then left click on the lake. There you go. And see how he jumped there? You could actually jump 2 spaces later on if you wanted to.
Okay.
So now you've just harvested. Now your fair is going to... Now, what do you think you should do next?
I could head towards this one, or I could be more aggressive and try to like.
You're already
towards
getting it.
here.
Yeah, you have a choice. So you can start double harvesting, which is we call it double harvesting to ramp up, or aggressively, or you can go this way. Now, since
So
I'm going to give you
I
some
kinda-
advice. Sure.
So I'm thinking of build a lake here, water elemental lake here.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool.
I like it.
So, and that's actually good. I was going to recommend you go that way because you actually have cards in your deck. You wouldn't know this. You have cards in your deck that are going to benefit every time you harvest from this enemy well. So you want to gain control of this
From
well.
the enemy well specifically.
Yes, from these 2 specific wells.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
so that's interesting that there's this mechanic that.
Because there are specific cards in this deck. Hopefully you'll draw them and you'll be happy.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Do the Battletoads have to be on spaces adjacent to each other, or can they be separated?
Anywhere as long as they're in a lake.
Okay, so in theory, we could have placed the lake and had the 2 Battletoads on side by side, and then. Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
And then we would have tapped the well immediately.
No. You only harvest from the well. They kind of have summoning sickness. You could like in
Okay.
magic terms.
Okay.
So the turn after they can harvest. Now you just drew one of the cards that benefit from enemy wells. So if you summon that next to adjacent to any enemy well, it gets bonuses. You basically
so I
you
should
don't
do
want.
that right now, maybe.
Yeah, but you probably want to harvest first before you do anything.
I like
Yeah.
your gameplay, Stravic. Like, you're already diagnosed, like, oh, to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this.
Bro, I'm so
I'll do
deep in this,
I'm
I'm like, I
gonna
already
do-
know how to win this game already. Like, we're just going in.
I'm just going to beat this.
Okay, so I should harvest
Yeah,
first.
sure.
Okay.
Let's pick that up so we don't forget about it. Now you can make another aggressive lake right in front of you. Sure.
Can we place
Should I
special
connect
lands
them,
every turn?
or- Yeah.
Right there, up there. Sorry, what was the question?
Can we place a lake card every turn?
You can make 1 special land of any color each turn.
Okay.
And if you don't want to do that, you can draw a card or you can gain extra Faeria or mana.
Okay.
So towards the beginning of the
Options.
game, you're making lands, and towards the end of the game, you're actually more likely to be drawing cards and gaining Faeria because you don't need any more lands.
Okay.
We're not quite to that point yet.
Are the wells depleted completely now? The Faeria is gone from that well?
They'll
It's
be
come
back each turn. Each turn you harvest 1.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and play him there. Perfect. Now see,
Wow.
he's a 4/5. He's normally a 2/5, but he got that bonus, and he has jump now.
Wait,
That's
okay.
wild.
So yeah, he's still summoning sick, but next turn
Right.
he can pounce.
Right. He can't move yet. He can't do anything yet. They can attack him next turn, but yeah, you're gonna have to wait. Now this guy is vulnerable, right? Next to this guy, so maybe want to move him out of the way. That's up to you.
Okay, so it could go adjacent. Sure. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Just keep him
This seems
safe.
a little risky to abandon my.
Well,
my-
you're building up, right? So this is your guy now. This is the guy you want to fight with because he can kill pretty much anything. Although these can deal with the little guys, right?
It makes sense to back up because the 3/8 is going to just eat the 3/3, and the combat math isn't going to work out in your favor at all. So you're going to retreat. So you have the 4/5 to go against the 3/8, and they bounce, and then the 3/3 kills the 3/8 because of the 4. Yeah.
It would be a bad trade. Is another way of saying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I can see the gears are turning.
There's
It makes
good
it makes
gears
a
back
lot more
there.
sense than I thought it was going to make, like right off the bat.
That 5/6 is scary.
Yeah, so we have a lot of different options. Yeah, this is scary. And the 3/8 too. So there's a couple different options here. You could go right for the face if you want. You could make a couple lands, jump up, hit him right in the face, or you can start trying to trade off and gain control of the
Well,
board.
it seems like killing this 2/2 is probably the way to go with our little.
It's not a bad decision. Either way, you're going to have to make some lands. So why don't we, instead of making a lake this turn, why don't we make 2 basic lands? So you see in the very center there,
Ooh.
instead of making color lands, we can make 2 basic lands. So
Okay.
probably want to put them aggressively, I'd say.
Wait, can I jump over a no land?
You can actually, but there's nowhere to land because they're all occupied.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So I can't just pounce on top of someone.
Right, yeah, you can't squash them like Super Mario Brothers. No, it's not going to work.
Okay. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, and you can just put the second one wherever you feel like it.
Kind of think here.
Sure.
Whatever your heart tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Are the cards.
All right.
All right, so yeah, I think your plan was to hit the 2/2. So I mean, that seems pretty nice. Or you could, if you don't want to use your 4/5, you could hop the 3/3 over, whatever you prefer. Either way, whatever you use is probably going to get eaten by that boar, that 5/6 boar.
Right. So this seems probably better.
Sure. Now, if you want, since you cleared the path there, what? Yeah.
Oh.
Perfect. Looking pretty
Value
good.
trade?
Peace.
So you've got 8 fairy to spend, and you've got a good number of cards. What would you like to play?
Probably both 4s. I feel like we should go
Let's-
partying.
Yeah, let's start with the Battletoads.
3/8's the problem, though.
Yeah, let's start with the Battletoads. We haven't seen those yet, right?
Okay.
Now, for the lore enthusiast, we find out later on why it's called Faeria, where Faeria comes from. Is there any detail to that?
Yeah, well, there's a whole universe built. It's very, very. There's like the lore document is like 200 pages of French. Like the creators are Belgian, by the way. The developer studio is Belgian, and they've spent years and years building this world. And each card has its own story. There's actually lore pages in the game. Yeah,
Wonderful.
you can unlock them, and you know each card has their own little story behind it.
Right.
Little snippet.
Awesome. I only got 1 toad. Did I?
You played.
Oh, I wasn't looking. Did you lose a toad? How did you lose a toad?
I don't know.
You somehow lost
I
a toad.
somehow only summoned a singular toad.
Okay, well, it's a battle. Okay, a singular toad will do.
Battle toad.
I don't know how that
Sure.
happened, but
Oh, can you do the turn recap on the left-hand side to find out what happened?
well, it'll show that she played Battletoads, but it won't. Oh, it just shows one frog. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure
must
what
have not selected. They were highlighted both pawns, but
Well, that's okay. We can move on. We'll be all right. We can play Trenton Warrior, and I don't think we should be worried.
yep. I'm a little worried about what there's going to be a lot of heads getting bumped into each other
See,
this turn.
this is the important thing, though. As long as we're controlling these wells, we'll eventually come out on top in trades because we're gaining more resources, right? We're gaining
Okay.
more mana or Faeria.
Yeah, but I don't have worried about. I don't have very many cards right now.
Oh well, we can fix that. No, don't worry about
Oh,
that.
cool. No problem.
we can fix that.
We'll fix that for you.
Well, I'm going to start by beating up your big boar.
Well,
I think.
there's a problem with that. So see the icon above this creature here?
Oh, taunt.
That's taunt. So if you move next to that,
I hate taunt.
yeah.
Okay, but what if I just kill it first?
There you go.
Cool.
You already got it. You already figured it out. Yeah,
This comes my toad.
looks good to me.
1 toad, no problem.
So-
Easy trade.
Going
I'm just gonna let you go.
toad to toad.
'Cause you seem like you know
Aw,
what you're
come
doing.
on. Boo. Toad.
It's good.
All right, so I don't mind bumping this once, I think. And then you are going to head this way. And then can I draw a card?
You
Is that
absolutely
okay?
can draw a card. It's not a bad idea either.
Face the place soon.
Move a land.
Now so blue specializes in land movement. So if you want, maybe it's not so great right now, but you could hang on to that. And maybe there's a turn where you can do a cool little trip where you can just move to the side and then jump further.
Do these have to be connected here?
Connected how?
So like this land is in between these two?
No, so specifically if you use that card, you can disconnect them.
All right, so you should totally move this to there.
Which one?
Oh, only one space though. That card only lets you move the land one space, so you can't like
okay.
teleport the land, but you
Got
can
it.
move.
But
the
are
land.
there cards where you can teleport the land?
No, not
yet.
yet. Not yet.
See, you gave me a new idea. Nice
Yeah,
job.
they're in development. Okay, cool.
I'll make a note of that.
So I can move.
Land teleport.
So this I can like shift. I can surf the land with like the creature on it. Can just
Exactly. Yeah, it's like shifting
That's cool.
the tectonic plates, if you will. But you don't really have to do that right now. It's just something you have in your tool belt. I'll let you do whatever you want because.
All right, you already moved, didn't you? Gift create. Can it? If I move here, I'm not wasting that land, am I?
No, it'll be.
find out.
There you go.
Oh, it's anywhere.
Anywhere.
Cool.
Anywhere you have influence over. So that'll work.
Okay.
And Shifting Tide, I don't know if you noticed, you can either move a land or you can draw a card.
Right.
So.
That's it. I like that card.
Oh, wow,
All right.
they're being so aggressive. They can like summon right where I am.
Yeah, and we're running a little low. I mean, we got some time. We're down to 14. But we should have some time to stabilize here. Ooh, that's a good card to do that.
I do like the balance so far that no one has 8 cards they're holding on to right now, trying to figure out what to do next. Every card matters, it feels like.
It really does. And that's when, like, the power wheel, we'll call it, at the bottom right, that's when, like, you start having to making those decisions every turn. Do I make a land? Do I draw a card? Do I gain Faeria? Every turn you're making those decisions. So the potential lines of play each turn, especially at the high level, get crazy.
For someone who's played a lot of games with this card game, how often do you see games lasting? Like, what's the shortest game? What's the longest game?
That's a good question. So we aim for about 10 to 15 minutes. It's probably about the average, but of course it depends on the matchup. So if you have like a control versus control matchup, you know, it can go a little bit longer, like over 20 minutes. Yeah. If you have there are rush decks, of course, so those are going to be a lot shorter. In the average, though, about 10 to 15.
We just got a whole lot of cards.
Oh, okay. That's because he played this guy.
Storyteller. Cool.
Each player draws 2 cards and gains 2 life. Yep.
That's nice.
So life's capped at 20?
Life is capped at 20, correct.
Okay.
You also got a really powerful blue card there. Not really great right now, but Frogify. It can transform. If your opponent plays a big giant guy, you can just turn it into a little frog. He still controls it.
Okay, cool.
But
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So,
All
Traffic,
right.
for someone like you who's well versed in the Magic universe and that kind of stuff, how do you feel so far when you look at this? What are you downloading? What are you diagnosing?
It's cool. It's like really interesting.
Yeah,
it's
there's a lot
definitely
going
very
on.
different. I mean, I definitely see different lines of play that I would have made to like be a little bit more aggressive. Like the 3/3 down there, I would have to like put the taunt guy in front of the 3/3 that we drew earlier to like battle with that, and the 3/1 I would have killed. I actually wouldn't even bother to put a 3/1 there. I would have put the 3/1 higher, so that the turn before, because with the way that I understand jump to work, I would have went to here to hit the face, and then we would have been at 17, but he would have went back to 19 from the 2 land, but he still would have been at 19 versus. Just all kinds of different lines.
yeah, no, you're right. It's kind of like a dance. Like, when do I go aggressive? When do I keep defending? It's
Because we would have hit him for 20 to 17. He would have went 17 to 19. He would have played the 2/2. We would have killed the 2/2. He still would have been at 19.
Yeah.
But we would have already dealt damage and had a 3/1 in play.
Right. Yeah, that probably would have been a good line to do.
I want to try this. So I'm going to move. If I slide, then I get that Faeria, which is neat.
Steph, you're cruising now. You know that, right? Like, first off, the first 5 minutes, like, well, this and this. Now you're like, drag this, drag this, drag
Yeah,
this.
totally. It's pretty intuitive. I don't
And
know if I should be playing it defensively
play.
aggressively.
See, like what I think is you should make the lake right to the right of your 16 and put the 4/4 in front of the 3/3. So he has to like. So if he jumps a space to hit you for 16, then you have the 4/4 already in place, and then you have a better trade with your 3/3 later on.
Okay.
Because he's going to move away from the 3/3, right? So he's going to go down a space, hit your face.
but
He
they might
actually
just do
can't
this
because
trade.
he's taunted, actually.
Oh, so he's
Can't
forced to
move
attack
away
that
when
one.
you're taunted.
Yeah, you cannot move away from a taunting creature.
Oh.
You can just
Oh.
play it safe and just trade away. Get rid of that 3/3. And that's a good idea against green because green has a lot of buff cards.
Okay.
So if you give them the opportunity to buff, they'll regret it later.
All right.
So
can I-
taunt landlocks you, too. That's crazy.
Yep. It locks your movement.
Interesting. And I feel a little threatened that they have these forests right in front of my core. Like,
It normally would be threatening, but if you look at their Faeria count,
Yeah.
0, they really can't do too much next turn. There's only, like, to summon the really big guys, they're going to need, like, 6+. So right now, you're in a really good spot. I would just start slamming into them.
What does Aquatic do?
Okay, so Aquatic is special. That means it can, if it wants to, it can jump on ocean tiles.
Awesome.
So
Oh,
it
that's
can live
cool.
with the Lance.
Awesome.
That's another blue specialty.
Sure.
Green specialty is kind of normally going to be big giant creatures, buffs, healing, things like that. A little bit of healing.
Are there other plays of trickery in there in terms of like if you kill someone, they gain a special ability on death?
Oh yeah, we call that last words.
Last words, okay,
Yeah, after
cool.
it's destroyed, there's all kinds of cards that do special things.
Those are my favorite kind of cards. That's why I asked.
Yeah, we got a lot of those.
I love punishment cards. Really makes you
Yeah.
think about it.
I think the green deck has some. But yeah, you probably want to clear that 1/1 because if you read it, if he draws an event, which is a spell, it's good. Oh, you're aquatic, so.
Oh, I can't. I'm just actually amphibious.
Well, can you figure out? There's a way to do it though. There's a way to clear him with that creature.
Okay, well, one, I could make a lake. No.
No, you could. That's one. But where do you make the lake?
Is it? But that doesn't.
You can't make a lake over there. But where can you?
Oh,
make
can I override them?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
You
I
can-
could override this one.
Exactly.
But not their forest.
Nope,
What-
not theirs. But any basic land, you can upgrade it to any special color land.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That seems probably value.
Yeah. Doesn't seem too bad to me.
That sucks for them.
It does. They're in a pretty bad spot, gonna be honest. There you go.
God, if you could get like a taunt card right up there and just lock them in place and no one can move out of the way.
You probably want to harvest over there.
Yep. Totally.
Just keep that in mind all the time. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And let me make toads.
Yeah, make some toads.
All right.
When in doubt, make toads.
I had to click. I clicked the same one twice, and I failed to toad.
Oh, is that what happened last time?
Yep.
Okay.
Will you find yourself in an unwinnable position if someone controls, let's say, 3 wells at once? Is the game pretty much you're done?
If someone has that much board control, yeah, I mean it's gonna be clear that there's gonna be little chance of you coming back, unless you have a deck that there are certain cards that will be able to clear the board. But at that point, they're gonna have a large advantage. So you don't want to let it to get that point.
Sure.
But there are some comeback cards that can, in some circumstances, let you come back. Yeah.
This little guy's kind of in my way. To be honest.
Yeah, get him out of there.
All right, we're bashing face. I want to see more decks, more creations. So that's maybe incorrect. 'Cause I
No,
kinda-
that's fine. That's where you want to put that guy. That's good.
Okay.
There's cruise control now.
Yeah, you're cruising.
All right. I'm just gonna turn them after drawing a card.
There you go. Oh, that's a good card. You can just play that for 2 free cards.
Ooh.
There
We
you
get to
go.
see new things. Ooh.
That's not going to be played this game, but hey, you got it.
Cost 1 or less
Yeah.
against. Okay.
That's kind of a card you want to build a deck around. So the
Right.
card you just played gives you 2 random blue cards. That card's not going to help you. You
Right.
need a special deck to take advantage
Not
of that.
this one.
But the frog's good. The Triton.
Still an interesting card though. I'm into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards in Faeria where they're meant to be build around cards, basically.
Okay. I'm just gonna bash their face a lot,
Sounds good.
This isn't looking too good.
and I'm gonna move.
Looking great for you, but
I think you win next turn. I think that's very likely.
I hope so.
Do you have to be on the space in front of the face to hit the face?
So that's going to actually die as soon as you play it because, like I said, it's not made for this deck, but that's okay.
I should have read
That's
that
actually a
a
good
little
question.
bit better.
do you have to be in front of the face to hit it?
Yes. Well, there are direct damage cards and
Okay.
indirect damage like burn.
Okay.
Like red.
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
red
yeah.
cards are going to do burn. But if you want to use a creature to attack, but even I'm wrong there because there are ranged creatures too.
Sure.
So if it has range, it could be at a distance and hit the orb.
I like that the depth in the game causes you to correct every 5 seconds. Like, well, you can do. Well, technically, you can do this too, or this.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
every simple question like it's actually not that simple.
That's it.
All right.
I'm excited.
Well
This is
done.
Cool.
1-0.
First game with starter
Thank
deck.
you.
Congratulations. What'd you think?
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I mean, I think there's a lot of depth there.
I mean, you went right in. That's a deck, by the way. You wouldn't use that deck right away. There's a whole tutorial to go through, and
Okay.
it'll like walk you through, baby step you. But that
Yeah.
you just jumped right in and just like did a full game, like just like you would.
I'm into it. Can we play again?
I don't know how much time we have.
I actually have a question as
Yes.
a new player.
Sure.
If I were to go home after PAX, I were to get this game, what would it cost me to what are like? Do I have to buy it? Is it free?
That's a good question. So we're on Steam for $25. The model, the business model of this game is that we don't want you to spend $500-600 to get every card in the game. You spend $25, and it's designed to be in under 50 hours of play. You get pretty much every card in the game for the base game.
Cool.
So it's really, really fast. And we keep the progression in there, the card pack opening, because it's fun to open card packs, and it feeds you information at a reasonable rate where you can open card packs and say, oh, that's a new card I haven't seen before, I can add that to my deck. Or, oh, I want to build a deck around that card. So there's also crafting. Every 6 hours you can craft any card you want in the game besides legendaries, and you can stack charges of that, so you can just leave the game for a couple days and then come back and craft a bunch of cards, any card you want.
Is that offline 6 hours, or you have to have the game on for 6 hours?
6 hours, whether you're on or off. It ticks no matter what. So you can just
4 cards a day.
yeah, 6 times 4. Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, we did it,
Yeah.
Matt.
I have good news.
Yes.
We do have time for one more game.
Okay.
We do.
Well, why don't we play a different deck then?
Awesome.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, please choose for me.
Okay. Let's play.
Are we going to keep the same setup, or do you want to switch?
No, let it play. This is exciting.
Okay,
I like.
cool.
I definitely want to watch.
Cool.
Let's use another starter deck here. Let's go. So we're talking about red and burn. I think there's a burn.
Yeah, the idea of
perhaps.
burn intrigues me. I'm really curious about how that works.
I think I have my own bird deck here. That we can just use.
Oh,
that.
you brought
The
your own
private
deck.
Now, listen, people who play this game, our community who's watching me play this game and see my deck, this is not a good burn deck. I'm not saying this is. Oh, this was for testing. Okay. Let's not use that deck.
Okay.
Let's not use that deck.
Getting all the secrets out of the way right now.
I'll tell you what. Let's play my favorite deck. This is a deck made by a community member named Minnow Carl. It's called Blue-Red Mobility, and it is really fun to play.
I am stoked.
Now, are they watching right now, hoping this deck gets played correctly?
Yeah, they're going to watch and make fun of me. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, I'll take the hit.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're driving. Yeah. So this is going to be an example of combining different colors. So each color has their own identity and their own abilities. But when you start combining 2 different colors, you can build any number of ways. There are so many different ways you could build a deck. This kind of deck is unique in the way that it kind of capitalizes on blue's ability to move lands around, and also the mobility of blue, combined with a little bit of red tricks. You'll see some red direct damage and special things.
Yeah, it says deal 4
Please
damage to a
tell me-
structure.
I want to know about this war machine.
Okay.
But
A lot of questions here.
So there's a lot going on in that card, right? But we're going to use it basically as a charging 4/4. So it has charge 2. That means, so remember, jump lets you move 2 spaces.
Right.
And you can jump. Charge 2 is the same, except you can't jump. You just move 2 in a line. So if something's in your way, you can't charge. Now that has a little special ability where you can swallow another Rakoan. There are subtypes in this game, or tribes, whatever you want to call them, races. So this is a Rakoan. And if you want, you could swallow other Rakoan war machines. This is actually the only Rakoan in this deck. It's a little unique. And yeah, this is the firebomb. So this deals 4 damage actually to a creature or structure. Okay.
Cool.
So
When you say structure,
yes, there are structures, and there are structures in this deck. You'll see probably your first structure.
okay, cool. I'm excited for that.
Are we shipping the old guy?
Yeah. Well, no. Actually, he's pretty good. Shipping the old guy. I'd say, I'd just give her the firebomb and see what you get. See what you draw.
All right.
But you can do what you like, because you seem to know what you're
Grappling
doing.
hook. Give a creature range to turn after attacks. Move it
Yeah.
to a land.
So that's what I'm talking about with range. So that's one of our red tricks. So we can do some cool stuff with that. First turn though, we can't do much. Probably just want to make a lake.
Okay.
Okay. Now this deck is actually a little bit better to put it right in front, but that's okay. We'll end our turn.
Okay.
We'll make it work. I should have warned you. This deck needs to be played a very specific way.
He's already at home taking notes saying, that's not what I would have done.
Okay, you're good. So, why don't we get our mountains going?
Okay,
And-
this is a mountain.
Yep.
Where are you feeling it?
I think we need to put them over here, because what we're going to do after that is drop an Ancient Herald. There you go, the old guy.
Alrighty.
We didn't want to ship him because we want to use his ability.
Yeah, I'm impressed that you can get like a 6 Faeria thing out.
Yeah, the next creature you draw with 5 life or more costs 2 less.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
That's pretty
crazy.
good.
Like,
That's
you would
really
keep a
good.
6 card that quickly.
Right.
Or now you see 6 and you go, there's no way.
Well, you gain 3 per turn, so if you don't play anything the first turn, the next turn you play something, it could be huge.
Yeah.
Like anything 6 cost above is generally pretty big. It looks like it's the same deck against you, maybe? So you always want to keep in mind your harvesting.
Okay, so I probably should go grab that.
Sure.
But maybe I should have played a War Machine instead.
No, I think you're fine. I think what you can do is make another lake and drop your Snowstorm Lancer if you like, the guy you just drew. And notice he's only 3 costs. See how the cost is a little different colored?
Okay.
Why do you think that is?
Because it was reduced by my boy.
You got it. Your boy. Your old boy.
My
boy.
man.
Yeah, seems good.
Seems quite good, actually. All right, this deck makes forests straight to your face.
I think it's the same deck. That's just by chance. It could be any random AI deck. It's just happened to be.
Oh wow, this AI is going nuts.
Yeah, the Beastmaster's a problem. We're gonna have to get rid of him.
Move
So how do you think you want to do that?
Deal 1 damage to this.
Okay, well the important thing
This
is
structure.
it's a structure and it moves a land. That's the important thing. So you can use that to move lands around each turn.
Okay.
But
Move land each turn. Okay. Okay.
yeah, you'll see. We'll use him eventually.
What
We'll
if
use him.
what if I just like move this grizzly away?
Do it.
Wait, why wouldn't you just play the charge guy and just go hit the 3/4 with the 4/4?
We'll get there, but we can show how the structure works. It's a fine play. There you go. Click that. Click your bear. There you go.
Slide the bear away.
Now he's done. He's out of the battle for a turn at least. But we still
Cool.
got to deal with that. Like,
Poor Beastmaster.
yeah, we gotta clear him. He's no good.
I'm gonna make prairie lands. If
Well,
I did
if I-
one here and one here.
If I could suggest, I think
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
we want to make another color land because we have that grappling hook, and that costs a lot of land, right? We're
Okay.
gonna need 5 total. So
Okay. That's fine. Let me get another one of these then.
yeah,
So we're even up.
perfect. All right.
That tower is cool how it's 3 of that effect. It's quite
Yeah,
strong.
you can use it 3 turns as long as you don't get attacked. As long as you protect your structure, you can keep using it
Gotcha.
and gain value. Yeah.
Oh, so that bear keeps that buff.
Oh yeah, he definitely
Oh,
does.
I thought he would have lost it when Beastmaster was gone.
That's there. Any buff anything gets is pretty much there permanently. All right. So you got a lot of options here. What would you like to do?
Sure do. I don't quite understand what the grappling hook is doing.
Sure. So that's because you haven't seen a ranged creature. This is a little bit of advanced tech, but
Oh, sure.
what range does is it's going to let anything attack from a distance and not get hurt. So it's like firing an arrow. Like when you fire an arrow at something, you don't get
Yeah.
hit back. But if you're fighting something, you know, they're punching back. So that's kind of how that works.
Free damage.
And you have a nice little, if you look at the ability for the Lancer, yeah. Each time you play an event, this gains 2 attack. So a grappling hook is an event. So if you use grappling hook on the Snowstorm Lancer, he'll actually do 5 damage. You'll hit the bear, and grappling hook also has a special feature where it grapples you over. So your guy's gonna he's gonna zip over there. 'Cause
Wow.
He's gonna throw a grappling hook, hurt him,
Okay.
and then pull himself over and jump
Okay,
up.
can we do this?
Yeah, why not? We need to make a
another-
land.
We need to make another land.
Yep.
Any kind of land.
Any land will do. Yeah,
Is this okay?
I'd say that's great because next turn you can make a Mystic Beast. Oh, actually, we can do that this turn. But yeah,
Grappling hook, target you.
let's do it. So now he has that little cursor on him. Yep, or
Attack.
targeting reticle. There you go. And then he
then-
will move. Now you probably want to move out of taunt range. Well, actually, it's up to you. If you move there,
Oh,
yeah, that's good.
Now he's not blocked by time.
Oh.
That's a good. That's not a bad move. I was gonna say. I was gonna say do something else, but go for that.
I just love the idea of I stole your mana.
Yo, that's
I just made a
wild.
move.
Yeah. I mean, technically you're not stealing because it's going to regenerate each turn, but you are taking from their enemy well, and that's good for
It
you.
sends a message.
It's a power move.
It's all about the message.
Stepped on your shoes.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and.
I feel like I should do this.
Yeah, I think you should too.
Is the grappling hook a one-time thing?
It is a one-time use.
Okay,
event.
so what is the symbol then above the 5?
Well, it's going to gain range this turn. Like if you highlight over here,
Oh, so it fall. Okay, so it
this
falls
turn
off.
only gains
Okay.
range this turn.
All right,
Right.
so this is showing that it is ranged right now.
For
It
now.
won't be.
Yep.
Okay, where should I put this machine?
Well, if you put him right here,
Yeah.
it's going to force him to trade, and if he doesn't trade, you'll be able to what's called double harvesting. Since he has charge 2,
Oh,
next turn he
yeah.
can move between the wells and harvest.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool.
So we started with a blue deck. Now we're playing blue-red deck. We kind of see what happens when you combine the colors, like the different things you could do. The grappling hook is what we've used so far, but we also have access to the War Machine.
So if you had a grappling hook deck, you could build a deck around just going face 4 turns in a row.
There are certainly decks that do that.
Like face, far away, no damage, everything else.
There are red cards that are very, very high in attack, and it's called an axolotl, Lava Surge Axolotl. You can play it and then grappling hook it over and win in like 2 turns almost.
My heart.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So he did not choose to trade your charger. So you have the option to double harvest.
Yep. So I probably will. But I don't know if what I'm stuck here right now is I don't know if I should be making 1 land or 2. If I should try to be making an escape route for my frog.
So I think you should set a goal, right? So I think a good goal would be to play that Mystic Beast. So the puzzle here is how can you harvest from this well this turn and make a Mystic Beast? There's a way to do it.
If I play the Mystic Beast on that tile,
then you won't be able to harvest.
Oh, I can't harvest. It won't harvest as it spawns.
Because, right, and this guy will be blocked. But there's a way to do it.
There is a way to do it.
Right. So, all right, let's do it.
Okay.
It's a little tricky.
I can maybe do it.
Okay.
One moment. Because it involves shifting tide, right?
Yeah, well, or your tower.
Okay, either one.
They do the same thing.
Well, I think I'm just going to do it. A thing.
Okay.
And hope we do the thing correctly. That's probably not optimal.
That's not the way I would have done it, but you can still do it.
Okay. That's harvested. Now I could move the tide close to it.
Yep. You got it. So
Step to God.
I don't know. I noticed that it kind of messed because if I had put the land here, I could have swapped the positions of these two.
There was a way where you could have had the lake on top and him here. You would have had to move your charger to the land first, then moved him up to harvest, then built a land off that, then summoned the guy.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was a little tricky.
Yeah, totally. I see how that is tricky. All right, now this is interesting because this Faeria is kind of a problem.
You have a choice here, right? So
what if I slid this here? Could I still attack?
Oh.
Probably could, yeah.
Oh.
Look at that.
I'll slide it in.
Yo.
Got there.
Ooh.
That was really good.
I think I will propose the choice to my opponent.
You're going to give him the choice, okay? Sure.
Because I get to harvest if they decide to go a different direction.
Yeah. And that's exactly what happened.
Good call. This is now your deck. You made this.
I made this.
All right.
All right.
You're looking pretty good. You probably want to start building some aggressive lands. Since your Snowstorm Lancer is on enemy land up here, that allows you to build land off of his land. So you could actually make a lake right here if you wanted.
Wow. I don't think I want. I kind of want to get that double dip in.
Well, you can already do that because this guy has jump, so you can actually just jump down right now.
Oh.
You don't need to connect your lands because you got jump.
Because I'm blue.
Because you're blue.
Amazing.
There you
that, and I kind of feel like, I mean, this is good stats down here, but I kind of want to just.
Yeah, play the granddaddy.
He's been doing work all game. He deserves it.
He really has been, though.
It's a good card.
How much mana how much Faeria, do I gain each turn?
3. 3 each turn, and then plus whatever you harvest from wells. So right now you just gain 5, 3 plus 2, and then if you harvest from that one, you'll gain...
Do I have a maximum mana storage?
Nope.
Oh my God.
You can bug this number out. You can make it like thousands. It's not good. Yeah.
How far does this grappling hook hit?
I'm sorry?
How far does this grappling hook hit?
As far in a straight line as far as the board goes. So it could be all the way from your orb to their orb.
What? Can I I kind of want to try that.
Sure. I don't really see a great. I mean, you have grappling.
So I move. What if I do like here?
Sure.
And then Granddaddy goes here. Could I snipe the boar?
Oh.
From downtown?
You can. That's going to make the game a little longer because you probably would have him in the face. But you can.
No, can't you use the grappling hook to shoot the 4/5 to get the 4/5 off, and then you slingshot your guy to here, so you're still in the same area?
Well, the slingshot will take him
nearby
to where the creature is, but actually he won't move because there's no space available. So you could just clear him. Actually, I don't think he'll move because
we gotta do it.
Yeah.
We're.
Oh, he moved. Oh, he moved. That's why. I'm sorry. That's my mistake. You can't move and then do range attack.
We trusted you.
Can't move and
I
then do a
misled you
range
there.
attack.
Yeah,
no, it's fine.
specifically range can't move and then attack. Okay. Probably should just hit the face anyway, but that's okay. You got 5 attack. You can hit the face with that guy.
I can't hit the face anymore.
No, with this guy. Just
Oh,
no storm.
this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We did it.
Yep.
We got there.
And then
is
you
fun.
can drop this guy. Yep.
We're learning.
Yeah,
we're
it's
learning.
wild. Like, I'm just soaking this up. It's taken 2 games so far. Over 2 games, it's taken like 6 turns to go face.
Yeah. This deck has a lot of advanced concepts in it that you wouldn't really dive right into, but you're doing really well. I mean, I think you're about to win the game in a couple turns.
Yeah, this looks pretty free right now.
Yeah. I mean, he should be at 10 but then there's the grappling hook thing.
Right. We won't talk about the grappling.
That didn't happen. Delete that part. Editors, please.
Monstrous Hide.
Oh, that's a good card.
Summon a 2/1 with haste. Each adjacent land. Whoa!
So, Corrupt is something we didn't talk about before. This is one of our expansion cards. We have DLC. I talked about earlier, you buy the base game, but we also have sets of DLC, and they have batches of cards in them. This is from Fall of Everlife expansion, and Corrupt is a keyword that's featured in there. Basically, what that does is whenever you move onto enemy land for the first time, it does something special. So in the case of this card, it's going to summon a bunch of Hydra heads that have haste, which means they attack right away, and they can just destroy everything. That's the perfect place.
Surprise.
Because you want to play those cards, Corrupt cards, and see the purple smoke let you know it's Corrupt. You want to play those next to enemy land because that's how you use the spell.
Yeah. Totally. Okay.
You have some options here.
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to. Nope. I want to. That.
Sure.
And I would do that.
Okay.
And I got you. And I move you. And I kill you there. And then you go here and I beat you there. And
Yo!
I made room for everything.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm excited to see my Hydra go off.
Grandmaster plays.
Let's have some fun because you could just win without the Hydra going off, but
Right.
let's trigger the Hydra. So
BM!
They just made another. They just made another land for me too.
I could win right now, but what do I want to do?
and actually, it's actually a pretty close game. Like,
We can win with a firebomb.
well, that Firebomb can't attack the orb.
Oh, it can't attack the
No,
core.
that card cannot.
Okay, but can I just? I'm just gonna. Just to do it, I'm just gonna destroy the storyteller.
Sure,
Like
yeah.
I didn't like his story.
Well, if I can make a suggestion, if I can make a suggestion, destroy this guy because it'll make the Hydra better. Okay. Yep.
Okay, that's fair.
Use your grandpa to kill the storyteller. Now, we're gonna do a little trick here. Let's make some double lands. Let's make a land here. Oh, and over here.
Oh right, each
Because-
adjacent.
Because it's going to be each adjacent. I guess it didn't matter the second one.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can either move. Yeah, basically.
Here's 1, 2, 3. Here's 1, 2, 3. It's 3 either way.
Well, it'll be actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There.
Whoa.
That's so messed up, man.
Now, look, you can harvest with them too. So they have haste. So you can get that.
Oh, let me just rub it in a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also attack. This is pretty much BM at this point.
Yeah, no, totally.
Runin has left the game.
But I'm living for it.
If the AI had emotions,
If the AI, we're not far off.
maybe it does. I don't know. We actually don't know.
Turing test is right on the corner.
Yeah.
I'm not clapping for that.
Well done.
Why
Bad-
not? You're the
bad
one.
manners.
No. You gotta go in.
All right.
That was fantastic.
Thank you so much.
So that is Faeria. Yeah, we're available on Steam. We're actually coming to consoles this year as well. Switch, PS4, and Xbox. We have an expansion, a brand new expansion coming out next month. It's called Chronicles of Gagana. That'll be pretty fun. Keep an eye out for that.
This is just the kind of game I'd want on Switch, too.
Yeah, no, it seems like really good for console.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really fun. This is the first card game I've seen that has the land is part of the game, and I think that's really good flavor.
Yeah, one of the first questions you guys asked me was what makes this game different from other card games,
Yep.
and I think maybe now it's pretty clear. It is a card game, but it's also a turn-based strategy game. It also has the living board aspect.
Right.
There's really nothing else like it yet.
What are your plans for the future right now? How far ahead are you guys looking for this game?
Console's big for us, so our plans right now are the expansion. That's definitely coming out probably near the middle of next month.
Okay.
And later this year, console release on Xbox, PS4, and Switch. So that's our major plans right now, right?
And if we want more information, where do we go to find out more information?
You can go to Faeria.com or join our Discord. If you want to be part of our community, join our Discord, please. at discord.gg/Faeria.
Social media?
Social media, enter Faeria, at enter Faeria for Twitter, and enter Faeria for Facebook as well.
Cool.
We also have we're actually streaming on our Twitch channel right now, which is Faeria TV. And if you're watching all this weekend, we're going to be also streaming the Versus Evil stream on our channel as well. We're dual streaming, so you'll be able to win in-game prizes for Faeria if you link your Twitch account, your Faeria account on the hub. There's instructions to do that on our Discord, but basically you can link your accounts and then win in-game prizes just by watching the stream this weekend.
Nice. Well, cool.
Yeah, you've got it all going on.
Unfortunate for us because we're at PAX. We
Yeah.
have everybody at home just like gets free stuff.
Yeah, you guys can get it. Sorry.
But if you guys are here right now at PAX, stop by the Versus Evil area. We have Faeria over there. If you set up, it's like about 6 of them, so you can get your fix too. Thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for playing. Thanks for the feedback and tips. And for all of you at home, you got the details. Follow up with it. Everybody else, sit tight. We got more stuff here. PAX East versus Evil. Stay tuned.
Thanks, guys.